Hey, good morning, everyone. I am Nick the Pond King, and this is Pond King Water Gardens. I'm so glad you're joining us. Today, we start project number 8. It's going to be a small pondless waterfall. It's in a perfect setting, and then we're going to redo some stairs for them. But I'm really pumped because Dan, Boulder Dan with Rock Hard Farmington, has already set aside some really pretty boulders for us with our names on them. So we're going to take a few of those, and then we're going to pick some boulders out from our artisan blend pile to make something really special. Do you think we can do that? I think we can do that, but let us know in the comments at the end of the episode. Did we achieve the goal? Speaking of that, here comes Boulder Dan. There we are. My man, Boulder Dan. Woo, woo. Yeah. All right, so time to pick some boulders. A good day to have a good day. Right now, Adam is designing the waterfall in his mind based on the viewpoints, based on the boulders we have, based on the goals. So when I came and talked with our clients here, we looked at the space and I said, it's a perfect space for a pondless waterfall. We don't want to do anything too big, so our small, about 10-foot pondless waterfall fits into this area perfectly. So Adam's going to be designing a 10-foot pondless waterfall. We have a 4,000 to 7,000 gallon an hour pump. We have plenty of resources for him to make something really fun here. And it's when we do our sales with everyone, when we're telling them what we're gonna give them, we're always trying to do our minimums. So it's a minimum of 10 feet long, but with this hillside, the amount of drops we're gonna have, the height change we get to play with, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get it closer to like 12 to 14 feet. With the zigzagging motion we're gonna get especially. We're gonna be kind of an engineering challenge, is we're taking out 9 limestone steps. We're gonna lift them, put them aside, and then we're gonna be doing a heavy, strong base, heavy duty base underneath of those. That's compacted gravel, a minimum of 6 inches under each step. What's happening currently is the steps are moving and separating from each other. They're twisting in different angles. So it's a little challenging for the client to come up and down those steps. So we're gonna just try and rework them, get it so it matches up nicely to the landing and make sure they're strong for the test of time. Other than that, we have some really beautiful boulders to play with. I'm excited to see what Adam is gonna do here. So we're giving him a design challenge here, and now we're gonna let him loose. And him and Aidan are already kind of talking about how to make it work. Aidan has a very gift for looking at details, how this is gonna be done safely, the logistics of it all, and some of the things that Adam and I don't consider because him and I are like the big picture people. And you'll get a real good grasp of that when you get to see Adam design this waterfall for you. So let's go see what Adam has to say.
This is what we had. And once again, Nick has ants in his pants. This is not uncommon. This happens way too often. Way too often. Way too often. So yeah, beautiful little space. It's gonna end up with a wonderful waterfall. We need to make sure we've got our sight lines going. Right behind the camera here is a nice little fire pit. You saw it earlier when Nick was talking. We've got a small deck up here. Look like they do a lot of cooking. There's three grills up there. We've got a little seating area on a patio down here. And then of course, we've got the exit from their garage, which is, he's got a nice garage. I mean, that, you can tell, that's almost like a porch to them. So it's just great. I really love what we've got, the challenges here. This is gonna end up absolutely spectacularly.
The new pump controller. It's got a nice, cool little lid. Yeah. Thanks. That'll look really nice.
Now Adam gets to keep carrying forward with Aidan. These guys are going to do some quality control. And I'm going to go break away and do some more project management for some things we got lined up coming up next. We always hit everything with a flag. So when we first get here, you might notice these white flags all around the project. That's so that we can call 811, which is the Gopher State 1 call here in Minnesota. And they're the ones who mark us for underground utilities, let us know if we have any threats. So part of the reason we were pretty confident that this wasn't active was we got the all clear from all that too. So that's a big reason we love to call in 811. I'm going to go to the next project and just get it marked. They want you to have everything marked within 2 weeks of digging. So a lot of times when you call us, know that we're going to probably have 811 called before we even get out to the consultation and start designing your water feature. But then again, once you decide that you want to move forward with us, we're going to have to come out a couple weeks before the project gets started and get that all marked so that we can call 811 and make sure that we can keep moving forward without any delays.
Finding that pipe was kind of a heart stopper because I'd seen the pipe move. I knew that we had misaligned where it was supposed to be. Luckily, when we actually dug down, we found out it was already off alignment between the two sections of pipe, and that was my first clue to say that this was probably inactive. As much as it was off, I mean, it wasn't just a little off, it was way off. So if that was a live system, their house would have been backing up already. It would have been backing up a long time ago. This probably would not have sat like that. An old septic system is not out of the question in an old home like this. The home was originally built in the 60s. They wouldn't have had city water and sewer out here at that time. But so we asked them questions. We went through, like Nick said, we had them flush some toilets and run some water just to make sure that nothing was coming out of here. The pipe was bone dry when we found it. It stayed bone dry. It was bone dry this morning. So we're really confident this is no longer used. Get rid of it. We've got to come in here, remove a little bit more soil to get down to our level. It's going to be exciting. I'm glad that, you know, the few hurdles that we've hit so far are very minor. They're not slowing us down that much. But we need to take the time and make sure that we're not going to cause a bigger problem in the long run.
So I'm really excited. I just got here to kind of take a look at what they're doing. They've got some beautiful frame rocks positioned just perfectly. Beautiful plan on what they're going to do with this bottom waterfall. I'm excited to see what they got next. They got some really cool plans there. They got great plans for frame rocks. I mean, they've got it all figured out. Like I said, I've been trying to do some more project managing. I've got 6 different quotes to work on for next season that people are already excited about to get in line for next year. And I went ahead and marked out project number 9. But the guys are doing fantastic here. They're working together, coming up with some good ideas, utilizing the boulders in a great way, making sure like we're showcasing those real unique features of the boulders. And that's how we pick them. We're looking for like, what's so cool about that boulder? What's unique? What's something different? And then these guys are able to see that as they're looking at what we picked out, bringing it here. So I'm pumped. It's looking awesome. I can't wait to see what they do with the next waterfall, and when I get back to see what this twisting motion looks like. They've got a little challenge because access is tight. It's a little hard to get in here, and we're doing our best to not hurt any of their plants or hit the house, but they're doing such a good job. It's awesome. So I'll be back, and I can't wait to show you what these guys have done. Well, you'll get to see what they're doing. Can't wait for you to see me see it for the second.
I want to say,
I see what you see.
I
always see what you see.
Nomi did pick all these rocks in the right, and we put them all in the same spot. We just like turned them a little bit, or twisted it, or flipped it, and they all kind of work. So it's pretty
originally, when I had laid this rock in, it was further over this way, and I left myself just about that much room right over here. And Justin reminded me, he says, well, now you got to find the perfect rock to fit in that space. And he's like, but if we do this, shift it just a little bit, turn it a little bit, and it makes all the difference in the world. It's not just a rock sitting here. Now it becomes, that falls into the space. So
Opened up that
angle. We were able to pull the waterfall over this way a little bit, make it more central to the seating. 10 years experience.
5 years watching videos.
It's fun to show you guys what we can do when our creative minds all start working together for the common goal. The common goal is to make something that looks like it was always here. Remember, our style is try to mimic nature and mimic a glacial melting spot where like the glacier came through, melted, left behind this awesome waterfall with twists and turns. So I'm excited. The guys they get the vision, they know what they're doing. So I'm gonna go and keep project managing on to the next one.
Just a little slower. You know, we're just a little slower than
for now.
You do it for 20 years and you get a little faster, right?
Yeah.
You're good at this, Nick. We appreciate you. It's on camera.
Shoot, he didn't hit record. Oh, gee.
Today we are working on continuing our waterfall upstream here. We finished off getting this boulder set today, so we've got our, well, first or last waterfall, it depends on how you look. It's the last one before we hit the base, and now we're starting to work on, we actually set rocks up here for another waterfall, and we're working on our third tier here to start bringing the stream back and up. We've got to pay close attention. We've got a water line right there that we need to work around. We can't move that. So challenges galore today.
And now he's alive, you know. He's just waiting for his time.
Getting ready to hibernate soon.
They almost...
That's what we love about our team. The guys are brave, they're trying it, they're working together as a team, and things are going great. So they'll get it.
All right, so we're starting our day out with trying to get the diffuser laid out at the top of the waterfall here. I think we've mentioned before, but if we haven't, we have this sprinkler pipe running right through. This is the main coming out of the house. It's got all the wiring that goes to control box. We need to work with this here. We can't move this, otherwise we would, because it would make our lives a lot easier. It's been a challenge to this whole project, but now is the time when we really need to come in and figure out how we're going to protect these wires, protect this pipe, but also get our diffuser in. So right now we're flattening off the area, and then we're going to come back and address these wires, make sure they're safe and secure, not going to get harmed by having the waterfall here, and we'll be able to finish up.
So when you're looking through our past vlogs, you're gonna see some of those cut boulder steps that we love using. We use those at project number 2 this year, that huge recreation pond. We like using those because they're cut at 7 inches, right? So they're perfect steps. They match like a patio step off of your deck, all 7 inches. When you use more of a limestone natural one, they're very irregular. So we're gonna have some design challenges on how to set those stairs to make sure we're going from that concrete landing to that concrete landing. The good news is we knew there was 9 of them when we got here. It did it the first time. They were just all shifting and settling. So now we're gonna do a strong base and we'll get ourselves up there. Guys are just keep moving, and we're getting some things already lined up for next year that I'm very excited about. So if you're happening to watch this, this is project number 8 of 2024, and we're already scheduling for project number 6 for 2025. So if you're watching this and you're thinking you'd love a water feature, we'd love the chance to earn your business. We're going to be having a team that can do some smaller features and break off and do those while we're doing some of the larger ones. So don't hesitate to call us. The phone number is 952-454-3101. Otherwise, you can find us on our website, www.pondkingwatergardens.com, or on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're all over the place. So make sure to watch, because Facebook's a great place to watch what we're up to now. We're always giving little short videos, giving updates and showing you what we're doing. And then YouTube can just take you from the full-on process. What it looked like when we first got here to what it looks like when we leave. And then we'll revisit and show you things throughout time. Thank you. What is up, everyone? Well, we are getting very close to being able to turn this on. It's very exciting for me. I'm kind of just offering to be support, saying, hey, what do you think of this here? Maybe we need to do that there. But really, the guys are manning this project by themselves and really have a fantastic design. I just am really excited to plug this in and see these guys' vision come to life, see how it looks, and then see what I can do to just help them bring it to life and finish it and get to the next one. Living works of art, 1 yard at a time. Well, we got water running, and I'll tell you what, I'm super excited to show off this waterfall, but we're gonna turn it over to the garden gnome for him to be able to do that for you once we're at the final reveal. The guys have a bunch of work yet to do before we can get to that, but man, this waterfall turned out fantastic. I won't be here for the next couple of days, so we're gonna turn it back over to these guys tomorrow. We'll kind of walk you through the steps. We got some steps we're working on, and then they'll get to a really sweet spot where we get to show off that final reveal. I think this might be one of my favorite waterfalls, honestly. The starting of this, the way they started this waterfall, is one of my favorites of all time. So I don't want to let you see it yet. You can hear it, but I do want to let you see it at the same time. Just wait, keep watching, we'll get there. It's going to be worth the wait. This thing is awesome. I can't wait to have these guys show it off for you. We'll be back for more.
But then we can just flop it down, draw a new line, cut the L out, boom, right?
Boom. Yep.
Lots of booms going on, boom. All businesses are solving problems, you know? That's what Greg Woodstock says, right? That's what we're doing right now.
We do.
So yeah, they got, you know, we had to reuse these stairs, and now we got a situation where you got to fix a piece of concrete on the top of the bottom, and these stairs are irregular, nearly impossible to get it perfect. So we're going to cut a little notch out of this to make it fit just how we want. And we're just going to pray that it works, yeah.
We are Pond King Water Gardens, where we create living works of art 1 yard at a time.